happy Tuesday, November 12th. Brenda and I are just going to take a quick little drive into Gervais, Oregon, a tiny little rural Oregon town here in Marion County. And we've just been a little cooped up lately. It's been raining a lot up here, and that's to be expected up in the Pacific Northwest. But we're having a brief respite from the rain. It's going to start raining again this afternoon, but we have a little bit of a dry time right now, so we're going to take advantage of it, and we're just going to go drive through the little town of Gervais, Oregon. Not much to see there. I mean, it's not a bustling location. It's not a trendy spot or anything like that, but it's just a nice rural country Oregon town. And I just figured I would just take a quick little drive through there and shoot some video and give you an idea of what the town looks like. We're a few miles outside of town right now. We're heading in that direction, and I'll start shooting again once we arrive. Alrighty, we're coming on into the Gervais city limits. We're passing right by Gervais High School here on the left-hand side, and we're going to be heading towards downtown, if you can call it downtown. It's not much of a downtown area, but it's the area where they have City Hall and they have the police department, the post office. It's a small town, population just under 2,600. So this is small town Oregon. And you have a nice little body shop there on the corner, and I like that Chevy Blazer. You know, I wish I had that Chevy Blazer. It's parked there every time we come driving by, and it's I like those old body styles. And they don't have a Ralph's or a Vaughn's or a Safeway here, but they do have the Gervais market. So for anyone that wants to come and buy groceries who lives here, I guess you either have to go here or you have to drive out of town to go to a larger market. We're going to cut down this little side street, then we're going to backtrack and drive by City Hall and the police department. But as you can see, it's a nice, quaint town. You know, just really peaceful, not a lot going on. Very laid back. Okay, this would be pretty much the main drag, I guess, of Gervais, because this is heading right towards City Hall. So as you can see, it's not exactly a bustling metropolis. But peace and quiet. If you like peace and quiet, this is the place for you, Gervais, Oregon. We have the police department here on the left-hand side. I think they only have like 1 or 2 squad cars for the whole department. I don't know how many officers they have, and they do have a bar. This is like the only nightclub bar in Gervais Bar. And another little market. You got the railroad tracks right here on the right-hand side. And here's another shot of the Gervais market. And you're looking right at the post office. We're gonna cut through this little street going through the neighborhood here, and then we're actually gonna go for a little walk this morning over at St. Louis Ponds Park, which is just a few miles from here, but I just wanted to take this quick little video of Gervais first. I've got my trusty sidekick right here as always, and she's always at the ready. She's always got her head stuck out the window looking for something to bark at. But yeah, Gervais, and there's a little town called St. Louis, Oregon, just a few miles up the road too. So there's a few other little tiny Oregon towns out in this area. And we're pretty much surrounded by agriculture. This is pretty much a farming community. We are in the middle of the Willamette Valley, so it's predominantly agriculture and farming. And we're just gonna actually start heading out of town now. I'll give you a little more information here. Gervais was actually incorporated in 1874, so it's one of the older communities in the state of Oregon. And it actually burned down once in 1902. The town obviously was even smaller back then, but the majority of the town burned down in 1902, and the fire department didn't have the resources to handle that fire on that particular day. So they reached out to Portland and Salem, but unfortunately help was not forthcoming quick enough, I guess. So the majority of the town just burned down, and then they ended up obviously rebuilding it. So there's a little bit of a history here, and as we drive out of town, you can see the farmland, agriculture, farmland. And that's the 5 freeway that you see off in the distance. We're just a little bit east of the 5 freeway. So not much to see, obviously, right? It's not a very cosmopolitan location, Gervais, Oregon, but it's, you know, it's nice enough. It's quiet, it's peaceful. Living out here in the rural area. For some people, that's heaven. For others, that's hell. So whatever floats your boat. So now Brenda and I are just going to go for a little hike at St. Louis Ponds Park while the weather is sort of cooperating, and we're just going to sign off now. Until next time.